All right, Thursday, November 15th, 14th. Real quick, because this just happened, and we were just talking about this. There's some important things you got to understand when you're reading a chart. What do you know, and how could it help you predict? First of all, and I said this in the room 20 minutes ago, stop looking for the right answers and start looking for the right questions. You ask the right questions, you'll find the right answers. If you're looking for answers to the wrong questions, obviously you're wasting time. So, right questions in this case. On the right side of this screen here, what has the market done? Gone up or down? Up. Is it a slow day? Yes. So a 4-point move is pretty decent? Yes. All right. Do I just sell it or try to buy and get on this trend? Well, is there a reason? And there isn't always a reason, but is there a reason why we rallied? There was. Nancy Pelosi, the House Majority Speaker, says, looks like they have an imminent deal on the USMCA. Nothing about U.S.-China trade or the impeachment. USMCA is the deal between the U.S., Canada, and Mexico that's been sitting in Congress for over a year and hadn't passed. They haven't tried to pass it. The market kind of had this rally, no coincidence to those remarks, just after 10 Central. Now, I mentioned that I don't, and this is just a gut feeling, but you could also put trades to this and know where you're wrong and things like that. But I didn't think that a rally on those comments were sustainable. The market was weak before those comments, right in here. They were testing these lows over here. And I just felt like if this retracement, now here, I'm going to draw it. This is the start of the move. This starts to be the end of the move when you're analyzing what you know already happened. So in between those two yellow boxes is the move. When you start to pull back, retrace, whatever, off from this low to this high, this is called retracement. If it gets too deep, then the question becomes, how strong is this move? And I learned that from the guy who owned the prop firm. He says, if you start to pull back a lot of the move you just had, how strong is it if the move is up? How strong is the up move if you just retraced 80% of it? And that's what they started to do after they got through 92 even. And so what we said before we had this down bar is be careful trying to buy it in here because number one, the reason why we went up, I don't think is sustainable. I don't think the market really cares about this USMCA. I think they figure eventually it get done. It's been over a year. Certainly not as sensitive than the US-China trade. It'll get done, but they did rally on it. Number two, once you got through probably around 50% of this rally, you start to get into that thought process of, hey, if we were strong, why would we have taken it back within 30 minutes? And the answer is it's not strong. And the reason why generally you have a little pullback like this and then continuation down is because you get the people who don't think like this, thinking that every up move is going to have a pullback and then a continuation and then a pullback and then a continuation, just like the book that they read, are pissed because all they did was buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it, and had nothing but heat. And that becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. After you buy it to get long, remember, longs are now sellers to get out. And if you take nothing but heat after you get long, you're a seller that looks like this. With a stupid nose and ugly ears. That's what sellers who buy it just because they thought the market was going to be this nice uptrend pattern because that's the book that they read. Take all the books that you read on trading, and I said this before, put them in the garbage can, take the garbage can, do the curb on garbage day, tell the garbage man there's some books in there you might want to read, let him read them, open up a trading account, and trade against him. In other words, throw them out. What I just told you in here, you won't read in the book. And if you did, it's because you heard it from me. But just keep that in mind. Same thing if the market starts to go down a lot and bounces a lot, you start to question this weakness in here. But the one additional information that we had that the market might not be strong was the reason why it did this. And it was on USMCA comments by Pelosi.